Well, welcome back everybody. My name's Andrew. You're watching the Kelly's Country Life. So today, it is windy, it's cold, a dramatic difference from what we had the last few days. Finally had a little cool snap come through. We've been burning fires and enjoying it because it may be one of the last ones for the year. But today, it's not about any of that. It's about this. All right, so if y'all watched the last house episode, we're building a pole barn house here. Just got our concrete done, so ultimately what that means is the contractors are pretty well pulling out. So we've been cleaning up the yard this morning. They just came and got all the foreman boards off and cut all of our relief joints in the cracks. There's still a mess everywhere, concrete dust everywhere. That's why it looks the way it does. But figure I'd give you a quick peek of the expansion joints, or basically pre-crack joints is what I call them. You kind of cut these relief cuts in the concrete here, because if there's one thing I know about concrete, as every concrete contractor says around here, concrete is great and it cracks. So you might as well try to make it crack where you want it to. So that's what a lot of these relief cuts are for out here. It's perfectly normal. So, like I said, we've been walking around cleaning everything up. Been picking up nails and rebar and just other stuff out of the yard. A lot of stuff gets buried and stepped on and very hard to see. So I've made a pile of passes around here. So what I'm going to start on today is kind of just a cleanup day. We've got roots and mess all back there I've got to clean up. We got these huge piles of concrete out here to where the trucks had to clean out the other day. So I got to figure out what to do all that, because it's literally hard as a rock. It's somewhat loose over there. I think I can bust this up with a tractor, but I want to get all this junk out of here and haul it off somewhere. The yard is absolutely full of ruts from all the concrete trucks. And as y'all can see, I'm starting to get weeds and some grass. So I've got to mow very soon. I have got to try to get all this as smooth as I can. So I'm gonna start working on this some today. And then we will, let's see, look at there, a piece of wire. Oh, I'm nervous about what all I'm gonna find. So we'll start working on this today, probably carry over into it tomorrow. But look at some of this stuff right here. I mean, these concrete trucks weigh 80,000 pounds when they're full, so they just beat ruts everywhere. But there's no way I can mow this. So that's the focus. Let's get the John Deere out. I'll start using what little bit of sand over here I have left to fill in some of these ruts, and then I'm gonna have to start going to the woods and digging, and we're gonna start cleaning up all these roots and concrete out here. So it's just kind of a cleanup and use the tractor type of video today. Ooh, it's actually pretty cold, windy, and nasty out there. Thank God for cab tractors. Alright, just want to show y'all something real quick. There is a method to my madness here on the way that I'm dumping. So it is so hard to tell on camera. Let me see if I can find a deep rut out here. And it's almost at the point the yard's destroyed so much I should just go rent a tractor tiller and just till the whole yard up. But maybe you can see the ruts right here going this direction. Those are sunk in and deep. So what I typically do is come in from this direction or this direction, drop a bucket load of dirt like that so the dirt is staying in the track, and then once the track's covered up, it's hard to come back here with the tractor and figure out exactly where the rut was. So I'm basically marking the rut with the dirt, and then I know to pull that direction so the majority of my dirt stays in the rut. There's no point in pulling it all across the yard unless it was just a really bad spot like that where there was just ruts as far as I could see. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm dumping into a rut that goes this direction. Now I know to push the bucket down over here and pull that dirt back, filling the rut up and not filling the rest of the yard up. There's something else that's quite important about that. So if the rut goes like this direction, if you come over here with a bucket, start pulling back this direction, the bucket is eventually going to fall in that rut and pull your dirt right out. Whereas right here, there's hard packed ground on either side of the rut. So if my bucket is sliding across the hard packed ground, it's going to level the rut the same height as the ground that I'm trying to get it leveled to. So it took me a long time to kind of figure that out whenever I used to back blade and fill in dirt. And I just come in from any direction, figured, hey, the tractor's packing it down. But again, if I come pulling from this direction, you fall in the rut and pull your dirt right back out. Times when you'll have little mounds of dirt like that from dragging the tractor bucket or even the box blade. And I would like to go back over that, but I don't want to put a whole bunch of downward pressure because it's almost level. I just kind of want to put a light, even pressure and back drag that. The problem is whenever you use your hydraulics right here and press the bucket down, it's going to stay wherever you put the bucket. And I've talked about this once before about a year ago, but we've got a lot of new people. There is a function on these tractors where you can put the bucket in float mode. So as you're backing the tractor over uneven ground, the bucket always keeps contact with the ground, and you have just the weight of the bucket and the loader arms, which is still hundreds and hundreds of pounds, if not 1,000 pounds on the ground, but it doesn't put the whole weight of the tractor on the ground. It's good for just feathering dirt out like that. So let me show you here. Alright, so I'm going to push. Alright, so I'm going to push down on this until the bucket makes contact with the ground and it's level where I want it. Okay? We just barely bumped the ground. I took my hand off. Now what I'm going to do is shove all the way forward. There's an indentation in here, and now this is locked. Now watch the bucket as I go over uneven ground. The bucket will actually keep contact with the ground while the tractor moves. Take the bucket out of float mode, you just pull back, it clicks out of that indentation, lift up, and I can go over here and do it again. How many people people don't know that their tractors have that function, but honestly, I blame the dealers, because a lot of times when you pick up what is probably the most expensive equipment purchase of your life, they spend no time explaining these functions to you. Well, I definitely made some progress. I've been working on this the last couple of hours, and it looks like a mess, I know. But the one good thing about Florida is we can absolutely grow grass and weeds. So in a matter of time, we get a little bit of rain on this, stuff will start popping through. So it won't look this bad for long. I still have a lot, and I mean a lot of dirt hauling to do, but we have an engagement party to kind of get ready for and get over to. So that means we're going to have another episode of tractor work and dirt work coming up. I just knocked off over in this section. I've got some bad concrete truck ruts going out over there, and that'll kind of be the last of the bad stuff. This area up here, a few ruts, and then all along the side of the house over there does not look good. So I still have quite a bit of work to do. As far as all this goes, Already got it drug. It is nice, smooth, and good. Actually, this is ready for grass seed. And speaking of that, I just got off the phone with somebody. I'm trying to get a 50-pound bag of grass seed, the same type that I planted all out here, and that'll be more than enough to take care of all this and plant it several times over. So my plan coming up is to probably get another couple dump truck loads of, I kind of like this sandy clay mix. This is just pure sand right here. Packs out really well. Problem is, I mean, grass will grow in it. This is a lot better soil for grass. So I'll probably get another 4 dump truck loads of this kind of dirt hauled in. We'll start feathering this in another episode. I've got an idea to keep some rain off the post because as a lot of y'all have said, hey, are you not concerned about your post rotting? Of course, always with a pole barn. We'll discuss a lot of that in an upcoming episode. But getting water away is something I want to get on ASAP. We'll feather this out some more, fill in some more low spots, plant grass seed, and then during all that too, hopefully we're inside working on raising some walls. I've got to really work on getting some lumber coming this week. Well, hopefully y'all enjoyed the episode. There's a lot more tractor videos coming, whether you want them or not. That's just part of this. I am so happy that the big heavy trucks are gone now. I mean, there's no more concrete trucks or nothing coming. The biggest things will be eventually when we put septic in, and that'll be far down the road. What else? Maybe when I start getting wood deliveries, some big trucks could come in. They're gonna do no damage like the concrete trucks did. So I feel okay now going ahead and smoothing the yard out, getting some grass seed down here in the next couple weeks, and let this start growing and greening up. I can assure you by next fall, you won't even see all this dirt. We'll actually have grass out here. It'll look good. It'll look like a yard again. With all the rain and sun that we get in Florida, it's not a problem at all. So thank y'all so much for watching. Hopefully you've been enjoying the house build. Little breaks like this are going to happen from time to time, as well as mowing, taking care of the place. Life doesn't stop just because we're building a house. A lot of stuff to do. Catch y'all in the next video.